Hello, very warm welcome, round 7 of the Formula 1 season, as we take a closer look at Paul Ricard, arguably one of the worst circuits on the F1 calendar, up there with Russia. We will see fans in the grandstand, which is great to see, and a home race for Esteban Ocon and Pierre Gasly, but Paul Ricard, as a track, I think we can all agree, it's quite poor. Now, Paul Ricard is a test track. It will never be up to standard for a racetrack. Now, in this video, we are going to have a look at the track. But straight away, what alarms me about the circuit is just like all the paint. Now, that is to slow the cars down if someone runs wide. It's kind of abrasive to slow the impact down if someone does go wide. But this is what it is. It is a test track with loads of runoff and about 150 different routes. As you can see in the preview, I literally couldn't pick my braking point because there's so many different routes. I mean, look how deep I went in the corner. Yeah, we will have 51 laps around Paul Ricard and we have 2 DRS zones. As usual, we will go for a slow lap. And yeah, warning to the drivers, don't try itching your knee through Signe, because that will end up happening. Not a great timing. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Track guide, very difficult to do a track guide for a track that I really don't like. But it is what it is, we've got to stay consistent. Obviously the pit in has now been changed, used to be quite dangerous, and we will get round to the pit exit. It's 53 laps. Did I say 51 before? 53 laps it is. Yeah. So we're going to go for another quick lap and then we'll slow it down and have a proper look at the track. Yeah, it's 53 laps. Now, I believe Paul Ricard is a test track, as I say. France should have a Grand Prix, but definitely not at this circuit. So we've got 2 DRS zones, one down the main straight and one good timing as we coming up to it. Out of this corner, massive DRS zone. Now, DRS was very powerful down here. So yeah, maybe they need to shorten the DRS zone. Now, I'm actually quite surprised there's not another short DRS zone coming out of here. I mean, they could have had a DRS up here. So I'm pretty surprised actually they've not included a 3rd DRS zone, because Paul Ricard, we've seen a lot of circuit changes. It was rumoured there was going to be circuit changes, as we've seen at many different tracks. So the circuit changes can only be beneficial to what is usually a snooze fest Grand Prix. So yeah, now we're approaching the final corner. I mean, even the final corner it's so slow and lethargic. So we're going for the slow lap. Here's the DRS. Yeah, first DRS zone. Here is the dangerous pit exit. Feeds straight into the racing line. I'm absolutely amazed we've not seen a crash, to be honest. Feeds straight into the racing line. Turn 1's very difficult because it's kind of blind. This is very quick, very quick. And then look, you just got all the nonsense, the red, the blue paint. Now we will see drivers going off here on the first lap, and usually you go round and there's a cone to go round. Famously, Sergio Perez just straight lined the corner, gained about 4 positions, and then he was like wondering why he got a penalty. But guarantee on lap 1 we'll see drivers going over there. And yeah, let's hope we have Pirelli having a tyre-free weekend. Important to get a good exit out here for the long straight that follows and the 2nd DRS zone. So absolutely critical to get good traction, good purpose out the corner as we approach the massive long straight. Yeah, just imagine if it actually carried on and there wasn't a chicane. as I say, I am a bit surprised there's not a little short DRS zone up here. But of course we've got a flat out right-hander in Signy. So, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. France is probably the most hated circuit on the calendar. It's up there with Russia for sure. We've got 15 turns, and yeah, 5.8 kilometers to track. Yeah, so Sunday. I mean, I am looking forward. Here we go, where they changed the pit in. It was very dangerous before. Now, that's actually a good move, and I hope the circuit changes can produce better racing. Because Hamilton dominated Paul Ricard. I kind of hope he dominates again because he needs a win. But yeah, difficult to do a track guide for a track that we don't like. Here we go into turn 1, very quick, kind of blind, pull it back to the left to get a good exit out, very quick through there. And now coming down to where a lot of people will go off in turn 1, again very quick through here, kind of a chicane, pull it back to the left side to get the best exit out. Now traction very key through here, easy flat in these Formula 1 cars, they'll be running it wide on that AstroTurf, and then strap your seatbelts in, make yourself a cup of tea as we open DRS for a second time. Now all about picking your braking point. On the preview I was missing it. Now usually I never have the racing line on. When I'm playing this game online, this track, I have to have the braking zone on for that corner. That's how poor this track is. Into Signy, easy flat, not a hint of a lift. Yeah, and then we go into the last sector. So we've done a track guide for Paul Ricard, round 7. Join me for practice 1, 2, 3, qualifying and the race for Paul Ricard. And yeah, we managed to get through it. 53 laps around the France Grand Prix. Even the last corner, very methodical and slow. Looking forward to the weekend. I just hope the circuit changes will make the racing entertaining rather than a snooze fest. Adios. Thanks for watching. Adios.